here in Dallas? How do you think were your overall impressions so far?
Yeah, it's great group of guys. It's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. Loved the city, and you love to be a part of teams like this. And it's not too often in your hockey career this much talent, and everybody's a great guy. So it's made the year go by really quickly, and it's been a lot of fun. So it's been a great change of scenery for me, and it's been something where I feel comfortable. So I'm really happy to be here, and obviously we want to finish on a good note here.
What made you decide to come here? What was the selling point, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got one of the best teams in the league that have done really well over the last 5+ years. Even before that, and you look at a really good mix of young, talented people that they've drafted, and then a great mix of veteran guys, and just being able to come in and try to find a role for myself, an older kind of journeyman guy like myself, try to kill penalties and just kind of fit in any way that I can and get that opportunity. And it's been a good year from that. From the last couple of years, some injuries. I've stayed healthy the whole year this year, so overall very happy with how it's gone.
Now, with finding that role, have you had to make any kind of adjustments compared to where the other places you've been in your career and that kind of thing?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it takes a lot of time to get used to playing with players. We had some injuries, so it was always rotating teammates and line mates, and that's just the nature of an 82-game season. And then also systems and everything along those lines. Yeah. It's been a blessing and a curse. I played on a lot of teams in my career, but never really long enough to fully get comfortable type of thing. So it was good to have a culture here where guys have been here for a while and be able to just kind of welcome me in with open arms. And obviously there's adjustments throughout the course of the season and just learning new things, but it's been pretty easy for me.
You mentioned you've been on a few teams. There are a few guys in here in this locker room from when you were in Nashville. What's that kind of been like getting back with those guys? And just kind of play with them again?
Yeah, I sat next to Granny in the locker room in Nashville, and then Duchene, when I signed here, he was the first one to reach out to me. So just playing with guys that I'm familiar with, not necessarily playing with them, but being on the same team, and they're two pretty high-profile guys that have been really, really consistent and really successful in this league for a long time. So to have them kind of lead the way and just have those familiar faces really made my transition way easier.
What does that mean to you to have those relationships with those guys to where you can be apart for a while, but then they reach out when you guys?
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of the hockey world. Whether you're playing with them or you play against them, you develop these relationships over the years, and it goes a long way, both inside and outside of hockey, and even after we're done. So, Dutchie's a guy I've always kept in touch with. Always said hi to him after games when I played him, and he's been nothing but great to me from my rookie year when I was in Nashville to here now. So, him being one of the leaders of the team just goes to show what kind of guy he is and stuff along those lines, and happy to be a part of it with him.
Now, for you personally, you were a late 7th round pick. You don't see a lot of guys in the league from them. Just for you, how have you been able to build your success and have find your spot in the NHL? And is there any advice you'd give to somebody else trying to do that?
I think I kind of learned pretty early on that everybody's a power play and a skill guy, and then when they make it to the next level, they don't necessarily adjust their game and maybe slide in here with Johnny, and but just it was kind of one of those things where I recognized pretty early on that I need to find a little bit of a role and a little bit of niche for myself, and I've always enjoyed killing penalties and kind of playing that kind of role. And then some people don't necessarily adjust their game, so I knew that if I was going to make it, I'd have to someone like my size as well, be hard to play against, be pretty gritty, and use my speed to my advantage, and just try to use some of the strengths that I have that had got me to this point, and continue to build on those, and just kind of transition my game from a little bit more of a bottom six kind of grinder. Try to be really solid defensively the best that you can, and that was how I was going to probably stick.
This is the second time you've been in the playoffs in your career. What did you make of the atmosphere from Game 1? Obviously, it wasn't the result you all wanted.
Yeah, I mean, we play in an awesome building with awesome fans, and just how loud it is, and just the support that we have in the city has been awesome all year round. And then, the first night, same exact thing. So, we're expecting the same thing. I think we had one of the best records in the NHL at home this year. So, it's a blessing to play here, and we're excited to get another crack at it tonight.